very much. Please be seated. What an honor to take the podium after a great men and women of this republic and abroad. We have just been welcomed by the able minister, Ma Kering. We have heard words of wisdom from our elder here. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you. I'm given another piece of paper, but as you would have experienced, we have got so many respectable and honored and honorable members here amongst us, business people of note. So I may not appreciate in terms of salutation all of you, but I really appreciate all of you. Your presence here means a lot to this country and the world. You have come here knowing very well what you are coming here for. And just before I start my speech, let me recognize a few of you amongst the great. As you know, biblically, many are called, but few are chosen. So don't complain. Let me recognize, first and foremost, our minister, Mayor Makering. Let me recognize amongst us here, we have the chairman of ITIC and former Secretary General, United Nations World Tourism Organization, Dr. Talib Rifai. We have amongst us here the founding director of Oxford Martin School, former vice president of the World Bank, Professor Ian Golden. We have amongst us here World Travel and Tourism Council, Ambassador, former chairman of the Visit Britain, chairman of London Authority and Martin, and Coast Guard Agency, Mr. Christopher Rodriguez. We also have amongst us our permanent secretary, of course. We also have Director of International Tourism Investment Conference, Mr. Paul Hoskins, Chief Executive Officer of Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority, His Excellency Raki Phillips, Executive Chairman, Tourism Board, Mr. Cuthbert Ngube. We also have amongst us here the Chief Executive Officer, Africa Tourism Partners, Mr. Kwai Donka. Member of Diplomatic Corps, present here. Permanent Secretaries and DPS, they are deputies of various ministries, board members, Botswana Tourism Organization. Some, of course, I understand will be joining us visually. Let me also recognize the presence of our mayor, the worship, who is the mayor of this great town, the city of Gaborone. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all recognized. Please, let's put our hands together for having been able to make it to this conference for yourselves. When the pictures were shown here, you'll remember there were two big trees which were very close to each other, yet apart from each other. And there was a road that passes through that. I think is a memory that we live with. That place is a place where I'm coming from. Like the chairman has said, that is a place where it has been recently discovered that around the Makadikadi, the great Makadikadi, that's where the origin of man started. Man started there. We all originate from that place. So you were not too far from the truth, Chairman, when you indicated that we all come from Africa. So let's all pride ourselves that we are here back to our place of origin. And indeed, it's a blessing for you to have been to your place of origin before you meet your Creator. So it's a great experience and a unique one for all those who are coming from outside Botswana. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, let me, on behalf of the warm, hearty, and hospitable people of this republic, this beautiful republic, I welcome you all to the Republic of Botswana once more, as we've been rightly welcomed by none other than the Minister of Tourism, Memagiri. Thanks to our Ministry of Environment and Tourism, through the lead entity, the Botswana Tourism Organization, BTO, in partnership with the International Tourism Investment Conference, for putting together this summit. The holding of this summit could not have come at a more opportune time in the history of Botswana's economic development, when we are vigorously rolling out the initiatives and plans for making Botswana a meetings, incentives, conference, and exhibitions, MICE for short, making it the hub of MICE in the Southern African region within the broader context of transitioning into a high-income economy by 2036. That is our aspiration, that is the national aspiration, that is the national vision. And we are on the road to that, very much on the road to that. Like in most economies of the world, the government of Botswana recognizes the value that tourism can induce in the local economy as a stimulant of economic growth, job creation, and generation of foreign exchange. Revenue accruing from the sector was approximately $515 million last year. This represents 26% of the country's total exports. And as we envisage to be an export-led economy, I think we will prevail. Quite evidently, the tourism sector constitutes a viable integral part of Botswana's export trade. It is significantly instrumental in alleviating the foreign exchange bottleneck suffered in most developing countries, especially during COVID-19. The rationale behind convening this summit was precisely to achieve the objective of attracting foreign direct investment, specifically into our viable, vibrant tourism sector. The revised Botswana tourism policy of 2021 recognizes the fact that although the country is endowed with rare, unique, and pristine natural resources, tourism development is yet to optimize the industry's potential. The policy identifies several opportunities that can be harnessed to further strengthen the country's tourism potential. Included among these opportunities are the provision of varied product range and diversity, as well as provision of infrastructure. These are singled out as major and necessary additions for tourism industry growth. If you like, these are part of the value chains of tourism. A well-diversified, integrated, and intensified tourism product can enrich total visitor experience, as you will soon witness. Construed in this manner, product diversification is both a strategy as well as a precondition for sustainable tourism industry development. It incubates the latent industry potential to unleash sustainable destination competitiveness. Botswana government encourages new investments and joint ventures in the tourism space, and all our visitors, the doors are open for you. You are pretty much invited to join this lucrative sector. You must set up here. You must leave this place as ambassadors to our tourism development as part of this package. Ladies and gentlemen, to this effect, government says, or plays rather, an expeditious role in facilitating development of tourism projects as part of its economic diversification drive. This is espoused in the country's blueprint, the Vision 2036, as the country aspires to elevate to a higher income economy, as I indicated earlier. In addition, tourism has the potential to stimulate infrastructure development at destination countries. This includes, amongst others, construction of new hotels, transportation systems and services, together with touristic-related amenities. Not only does this increase job creation, but it also attracts new businesses, startups, investors, and entrepreneurs. The resultant interaction effect of all these activities is some massive contribution to the economic growth of this host country. The crafted theme of this conference, as you might have recognized, or it has been already enunciated, the essence of which and the core purpose of gathering, namely accelerating investments towards sustainable product diversification. So when you talk about our tourism here, the emphasis will be in the product diversification. And please take this opportunity to be part of that. While exploring some possible viable areas of new product development, we also ought to diligently pay attention to issues of sustainability. As we are all aware, one of our pillars is sustainable development on our roadmap to our Vision 2036. Sustainability is arguably the most extensively used concept in modern-day economic development literature. This owes to the fact that the world is facing some unprecedented environmental and economic challenges posed by climate change. In its Sustainable Development Goals report, the United Nations has set targets to formulate and implement policies to promote sustainable tourism by 2030. In the context of tourism development, sustainability refers to practices that support long-term economic growth without negatively impacting the social, environmental, and cultural aspects of communities. As a result, there has been a growing awareness of the need to transform the tourism sector into a more sustainable and responsible industry over the recent years. I must advise that for us to realize this transformation, much stronger public-private partnerships are needed through more and better targeted investment financing to rebuild the industry in a sustainable and inclusive manner. This is one sector that was hard hit during the COVID era. You all are aware. You could not travel. So much as you could not travel, the tourism sector suffered a lot. And thanks to the minister and the government of Botswana that we sustained that industry. Many people could have lost jobs during that time, but we were able to sustain that tourism sector until it is revived. I am informed that the distinctive and definitive characteristic common to the audience assembled here is that it comprises some prudent prospective investors from the global community seeking out investment destinations for their capital. If I got that right from the minister, it means that we have in or amongst us some judicious businessmen and women who are courteous, exercise considerable restraint, and are guided by sound practical wisdom and discretion. And I hope they are going to set up here, Minister. I hope I'm not misrepresenting you, Minister, our distinguished delegates from around the globe. Furthermore, we have invited our very own like-minded, homegrown local entrepreneurs. The definitive feature of this group is that it is immensely robust and possesses the requisite qualities of focus and energy, specifically mental and physical agility. Entrepreneurship requires tremendous ability to preserve in an intensely competitive business environment while continually striving to evolve new and innovative business models and solutions. And our take-home is RHNJ, mindset change, as part of our priorities. I'm also informed that the ultimate goal for the two groups is the conclusion of some innovative business deals that shall subsequently pave way for the formation of enduring smart investment partnerships and joint ventures. We like joint ventures much. This is our expected top of the mind, actionable outcome upon which the success of this summit shall be evaluated. Quite ordinarily, being the astute business persons that you definitely are, and in possession of such a wealth of business acumen, you would think deep and hard before plowing your precious investment funds in any country. But I can assure you, you will have planted the seed that tomorrow you will harvest the crop. We have very good policies. If at any time that you would want to relocate your process, you are free to do so without boundaries, without restraints. So please feel free to come and invest in this lovely country. I'm positive that you will find Botswana your perfect home for investment because of the well thought out and crafted business environment and intentional facilitation for setting up of business by various arms of government responsible for investment in their different roles. In order to expedite the creation of a conducive environment to attract foreign direct investment, the government of Botswana has established the systems to assist foreign investors, both foreign and domestic investors, are afforded access to well-researched information on packaged investment opportunities, certification, tax relief, training grants, and investment incentives. They are all available to you. To our local investors seeking partnerships, you have a well-set-out foundation that will support you through the likes of the Citizen Entrepreneurial Development Agency, which is a financing agency, a partner with government. The Botswana Investment and Trade Center, Botswana Development Corporation, Special Economic Zone Authority, and others, who together with the Botswana Tourism Organization will walk you on a journey to economic success. Let us work hard to ensure we build the tourism industry we all aspire to have. Ladies and gentlemen, you are most welcome to partner with us in building and even more prosperous, equitable, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth by investing in Botswana's tourism industry. We can achieve this together by optimally exploiting our core values of openness, transparency, and the rule of law. Feel comfortable. Let me invite you to take time off to visit Botswana's beautiful tourism attractions such as the Gaborone environs and its surroundings of Okavango, Chobe, Tuli, Makgadikgadi, and the Kalahari beautiful landscapes. I trust you'll have a chance to taste our beef, which is compared to none in the world, and buy our crafts to take your good Botswana memories back home. I thank you for listening, and I wish you a very fruitful and productive day. And I think you will all benefit if you decide now that you are going to invest in Botswana. Thank you very much.